Alright, and as the bell goes off in the background, I would like to welcome Algebra 2 back to the flipped classroom. I've missed you, okay? Let's get this done. It's going to be a short, quick one. I'm not going to say easy, but it's going to be a short one. Okay, so basically what we're going to start doing now is solving logarithmic equations, okay? We're going to solve them for x. It's going to be somewhere in there. Basically, you've already been doing this. It's just going to be a little bit... the degree of difficulty is going to be increased, okay? So let's remember a couple things. One thing that we need to remember is going to be log base b of a equals c. And remember, if I'm rewriting this, it's really just saying b to the c equals a. Okay, the base is the base. The base of the log is going to be the base of my exponent. All right. Now we're going to have we're going to solve some logarithmic equations for variables. First, let's have a definition. A logarithmic equation, we've kind of already talked about that, is the inverse of an exponential equation. Be aware of that. Oh, hold on, sorry. Inverse of exponential equation. And more importantly, has a variable in the log. Okay, just like an exponential equation has a variable in the exponent, a logarithmic equation has a variable in the log. Let's take, for instance, this one right here. Log base 36 of x equals 3 halves. Okay, if we're solving this, we know that what this is actually saying is 36 to the 3 halves equals x when I rewrite it. Okay, because we know how to rewrite it, we can rewrite it and see what this is. Well, 36 to the 1 half is 36 square root, so that's 6 cubed equals x. 216 equals x. And that's your answer. Okay? Alright, pretty straightforward. Not a lot to do there. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, all of these again we can just solve by rewriting. Okay, we can just solve by rewriting. And there's not too much involved. Okay, so 9 to the 3 halves equals x. So 9 to the 3 halves, again, 2 on the bottom means square root. The square root of 9 is 3. 3 to the third equals 27. Okay, why don't you try number 3? Press pause, try number 3. Remember to rewrite, and then press play and we'll do it together. Okay, this should be 16 to the 5 halves equals x. Again, the square root, that 2 on the bottom tells me square root, so that is 4 to the 5th power equals x. 4 to the 5th power, 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64, times 4 is 256. So, times 1 more is 1024. Oh, gosh darn it. There we go. Equals x. Okay. Alright, now, we got most of these easy ones taken care of, just using the definition of what a log is and rewriting it. What happens here? Okay, now to remember this stuff, we have to go back to exponential functions. And remember when we used to have those ones that had the same base. Okay, same base, 3 to the 3x equals 9 to the 2x plus 1, and then we were like, oh, we need this to be the same base, so we'll make this 3 squared instead, and we'll work through it. Okay, you remember all that? Well, that's the same thing you're doing here. If I have the same base here on both sides, so log base 2 here, log base 2 here, I can forget them, and the reason why I can is because I can raise them both just to a power of, or make them both exponents to 2, and it cancels them off. So these go away, and I'm left with x squared minus 4 equals 3x. Okay, and then bring this over, and I'm left with x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. And now we have a quadratic, no big deal, we just factor it. So what are my factors of negative 4 that add together to give me negative 3? Well, it's x minus 4, x plus 1, and that equals 0. So my two answers are x equals 4 and x equals negative 1. Okay? And that's basically it. Now, we are going to have to check these, but we're going to talk about that in class. So for right now, these are your answers, but we will have to check them. Okay? Don't think for a second we're not checking them. We're just going to check in class. Keep this video short as possible. Okay? Alright, so do number 5, pause the video, do number 5, and then push resume, and we will be done with this. Okay, so again, I have log base 3 and log base 3. That's all I have, so those will cancel off. I'm left with x squared minus 15 equals 2x. Subtract that, I get x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. And again, what are my factors? So I'm left with x minus 5, x plus 3. I have two answers, so I know I'm going to have to check them. I know we're not doing it right now. I just want to get that in your head. Okay, my two answers are x equals 5 and x equals negative 3. Okay, and check in class. Okay, alright, there's your video. Come prepared to work tomorrow. Bye.